Hello, top of the hour to you. This is yours truly, Matilda Azim, and you are watching my honest observation. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do like, comment, and share. My topic today comes with a question. Conflict? No problem. Just as a way of explanation. Conflict means to strike, to fight, to argue, to quarrel, to be in contention or in opposition with another person or within a person. There are 6 types of conflicts. Intrapersonal conflict, that is the conflict within a person. Interpersonal conflict, the conflict between 2 or more people. Intergroup conflict, the conflict between one group and another group. Intragroup conflict, the conflict within a fraction of a group. International conflict, the conflict between a country and another country. And national conflict, the conflict within a nation, within some group of people in a nation and another group in that nation. So many factors can lead to conflict. For example, unequal share of available resources, religious bigotry, belief system, differences in upbringing, class struggle, political competitions, differences in ideologies, among a host of others can lead to conflict. So I'm not about to take us on any conflict resolution because I'm just laying a foundation. I have observed that when it comes to conflict or conflicting situations, majority of people would rather run away than wait to reason, because the mere sound of the word conflict sends shivers to the bone. Oftentimes, the mere sound of the word conflict connotes fear, such that even in religious gathering, when there is a misunderstanding, rather than sit down, talk about it, some people would rather run away from quarrel than wait to resolve issue with understanding. I believe that conflict is good for us. Conflict or misunderstanding, or better put, quarrel, for me, means differences in opinion. It means that there's a certain way I look at things that you think differently. There's a certain way I was brought up that is different from yours. It may be positive, it may be negative. And when we do not agree or our opinions or ideologies doesn't align, there's bound to be clash. So you can hardly find a day without conflict as long as human relationship exists. And no man can afford to live isolated and be happy. So for us to continue to live together, it is near impossible that there would not be conflict at some point or the other. So some people, out of fear or in the belief that let's just make peace, there's no need to talk, you hear some people say, I don't even want to hear the beginning of the story, I don't want to know what happened, just make peace, just hug yourself, just sort it, just let bygones be bygones, and you don't talk about it. You sweep matters under the carpet just to shy away or run away from that conflicting situation. Such people end up robbing themselves of building a strong relationship or strong relationships. Conflict, I say, is good as it helps us to better understand one another as we continue to live together. However, the manner at which we engage in conflict is what makes it all interesting and positive. There are so many ways to engage in a conflict, and you would realize that conflict in itself is not bad. It is just dependent on your approach or the manner at which you handle that conflict. That's all that makes the difference. For example, you must be an active listener. as you air your view, sometimes when there's a quarrel between people, there's bound to be negative emotions and word stabs and the likes. But if well controlled, sooner or later, you would realize that that conflict or quarrel or disagreement in itself is not bad, but an opportunity to build relationship for better coexistence. So I am talking about positive conflict, not the conflict that leads to war or bloodshed. No, there are so many ways we can engage in positive conflict, but I'll mention two for today. One is ability to listen to your opponent. Some of us are so impatient. Some of us are so all about our opinion, our mindset, our ideology, our belief that we don't listen to the other person or the other group. You have opinion, you have a standpoint, no problem. But how about the other person? Someone said that the figure 9 can be viewed from different angles. Initially, I would say from two angles. You could see 9 and call it figure 6. Another person could see 9 and call it an alphabet, A, B. Another person could see 9 and call it a G. Depending on how the person is looking at that figure 9. For you, it's figure 9. And the person is saying, no, I'm seeing 6. You are saying 9. How are you telling me 9? It is within your ability to listen and see from the viewpoint of the other person that will help you to know that, oh, okay, I see where you're coming from. Okay, this is what I mean. Okay, can you see it like this? Okay, this is the balance. And then you strike a balance. And then it helps you to appreciate the differences in opinions, viewpoints, approaches to life, to topic, to issues, and their uniqueness. And then you find out that you enjoy building relationship more than this is what I think. I stand like this and nothing more. So, developing strong active listening skill can help build a relationship that could last a lifetime rather than pissing everybody around you off and you keep going with this mindset of people are bad, don't trust friends and don't do this, and all sorts. Secondly, communication. You listen, you communicate. Communication is good. It's a very, very strong tool that a lot of people do not apply in conflict. Sometimes we just shout and just, talk. Like, I go talk my mind, make it just be as it be without communicating. So we just talk at random. Sometimes we don't even listen to what the other person is saying. Sometimes we don't even care what the other person is saying. Communication is when you talk and the other person gets your meaning. You talk and the other person gets your meaning. That's my explanation of communication. If I'm communicating to you and you do not understand my point of view, there's no communication. If you are talking to me and I do not understand what you mean, there's no communication. So sometimes when I'm discussing with some people, I tend to want to talk long, as in I tend to want to prolong the discussion to be sure I'm on the same page. Sometimes it may look like, oh, this one is a talkative, or she likes to talk, oh, she talks too much, oh, she's good at talking. No, I want to be on the same page so that I wouldn't say I love you and you would think I said I'm in love with you. I love you and I'm in love with you are two different statements. But if you do not understand my point of view, you would lose the meaning and there would be no communication. So in communication, there has to be understanding. What is the other person saying? What is his viewpoint? What exactly is he saying? And by so doing, you realize that you're making the other person important. Not necessarily undermining yourself, but you are simply saying he is as important as I am. She is as important as I am. So I have to listen. He might have an opinion which I'm not seeing from that angle at the point or at the moment. So I have to listen. The moment you do that, listening actively, communicating, and a host of others which we'll be talking about hereafter, you would realize that the scary word conflict is actually a tool to building relationships. So starting today, if you have not been exercising patience, listening to your partner or to your perceived opponent, to your children, to your friends, start hearing others out more than you would rather be heard. Start reasoning more. Stop running away. Stay, stand, listen, and talk about it. Communicate. Make sure you are understood and try to understand the other person. Here's a special thank you to everyone that has subscribed to my channel so far, and to everyone that has commented on my previous posts. Mr. Yamusa, Mr. Dahiru, and a host of others. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See you next week on conflict. No problem.